Hello guys, my name is Dmitry and here with me is Kirill. This is our Feature Friday, which we usually do every week, but uh, I think the last one was in September. Anyway, there are lots of updates today, both in the editor and in the studio. Some of the updates will be available later. I mean, we're gonna show it, but it will be available probably tomorrow or on Monday. But most of it is available right now. So, Kirill, can you show us what's new in the editor? Yeah.
Sure.
By the way, sorry. Let's just check. We already have some comments. So, hi, Pepe, excited and curious about what's new in Studio and Wave.video editor. Karen, good morning. Hello all. Okay, guys. Hello all. Yeah.
Hello all, long time no see. So all the features I'm gonna show today are available right now. So let me show my screen. So first of all, we facelifted our timeline a bit. Since the timeline has multiple tracks now, we just got rid of some elements which prevented from like convenient allocation of items. So first of all, we created this toolbar on top, and hopefully we didn't waste too much vertical space. So it's tiny, but it's still very accessible. First of all, the menus, the tracks are still here. So buttons for voice, for cutting, for duplicating, for deleting are now here. And plus some additional actions that we're gonna fill up with some useful stuff. Right now, there is some 3 actions for resizing. So the play button in the middle, so we decided that it's way easier to reach this button from other spots on the screen. So you see the counter, current time, total time, usual. So here we just clean it up a bit, so there is nothing which prevent you from moving stuff. We have some helper information, there's start time, end time, and this line which shows the duration. And also duration is highlighted here on the tooltip, which just hides as you move out of the element. And these elements, let's zoom in, zoom out, just work as it was before. But the good thing now, they are not at the corner of the window. So especially this button was not very accessible since it was like in the corner, and the cursor, mouse cursor, changed to the window resize instead of like doing what it's supposed to do. So I hope you will love this new look. So we're gonna improve it a lot in the future. It's just first step. So now another feature which we really facelifted, and actually not only facelifted but provided additional functionality, is text to speech and voiceover. So let's have a look at this video. Here is a chat speaking.
An OBS. It doesn't require a ridiculous amount of power.
Right? So it's a feature you know. As you know, we can translate caption track. So now it's in English, right? So we can choose translate, and let's translate it to, I don't know, let it be Spanish, all right? So let's translate it to Spanish. Now it's a Spanish track, but chat here is still speaking English. So what you can do, there is a new tab called voice. What it does, so it can select the track and generate voiceover, I mean text to speech for all the text in Spanish, right? So let's generate preview. So it sounds like Spanish. So, and let's add it. So it will take a while. Right now it's generating the Spanish speech from the text, from the original translated text that chat speaks on this video. Yeah, it will take a while. So it's you see this blocks are popping up here, and let's see what we can do. I suppose chat doesn't know he also can speak Spanish. All right, here we go. So now if I play it, so it's too loud, right? So I apparently need to switch to the video, and chat is too loud here. So let's put it like here, right? Okay, this music is too loud too, right? So let's get rid of it for a while. Oh,
Studia di trasmissione viva era mucho más fácil una entidad ridícula.
Yeah, how do you like it? So now chat's speaking Spanish. So the thing with this, different languages, so we actually translate text, right? And then generate text to speech from this text. And what can be said in English, in Spanish, it may be longer or shorter. So here you see that this actually indicates that the time for original subtitle is too short for the Spanish version, right? So we can either resize it so it disappears, right? So now the whole phrase is fit, or what you can do, you can regenerate exactly this block, and for instance, with slower speed. So where's Spanish? To Spanish. All right. You can see you can generate like extra slow.
Una cantidad ridícula de energía.
Or extra fast.
Una cantidad.
Generate.
Una cantidad ridícula de energía tu CPU.
Yeah, well.
Además, crea video.
That's insane. So it can actually adjust. We provide all the indication that the speech is not, it doesn't fit to the original time band for the caption. All right, so can either regenerate. You can regenerate the whole voice track if you want, or some specific block. All right. So one more thing on the text to speech. So for instance, I want to generate a project from text, right? So I just inserted some world famous lyrics. Yeah, yesterday all my troubles seem so far away, and etc. So it's playable. So the music is wrong, but let's remove it. In this case, we don't need the music. All right. So now I have this video with generated text. I mean, generated project for my text. So what I can do now, so there's generate voice button. So I'll click on it. And now we used to have just text you can insert here, right? But now we can actually collect text from project. So it's apparently in English, right?
Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away now.
All right, so I can click add. So what it does, so it's for the, it collected all the text in the project, and now it's generating voice for it. So if you often create projects from text and you want to voice over it, and you don't want to use your voice, you can easily now generate voice from the text. Well, so let's check it out.
Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away now it looks as though they're.
Okay, and here's the same thing. So it says I need probably to resize it a bit, or probably say with a different speed, right?
Here to stay. Oh,
All right. Yeah, and for all the text we collect in this tab called storyboard. Here is actually all the text. You can just see it like you see your captions. It's very convenient if you really generate your projects, your videos from text. All right. So another feature, it's tiny but powerful. Let me just create a empty scene. So you've asked a lot about this and you've done it. So now the stickers, if I put sticker in here, if you resize it, it keeps the stroke, right? So this bell, you can see the stroke is here, is not changed. So I can set, another stroke, right? And if I resize it, the stroke is kept. Yeah, this powerful. And of course, you can change the colors. For instance, you can say transparent and use it as you like. So I hope you will appreciate this feature. We actually, you've asked a lot about this and we did it. All right, that's probably it for today's updates. It's all available on the production website, so feel free to check it out. Dima. Dima, I can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, awesome features. Thank you, Kirill. Yeah, so there are some questions. I don't think it's gonna fit into the whole screen, but basically, I'm gonna upload a script and then upload the voice over, and it auto syncs the voice to full script. Yeah, we're planning to do something like that, and maybe we'll do it. Depends. Yeah, but thank you. Okay, so let me show what we have new in the studio. So just some disclaimer. What I'm going to show, some of it is already available on production, but some of it will be available later. And by later, I mean either later today or Monday. So I'm going to show it from our staging server, not from production. Okay. Excuse me. So first of all, I'm going to show something simple. So basically, so when you invite a guest, excuse me, when you invite a guest and the guest they don't have any like screen share or videos to share. Basically, they have only their own camera. They don't they don't really need to see all the cameras underneath this broadcast window, right? So for this specific case, we just don't do it. We don't show the cameras. So as you can see, this is much more kind of minimalistic view, and most of your guests will see this view. And the reason why we did it is because most of the, actually majority of the people, especially people who are guests, not the producers, they have basically laptops which are widescreen laptops, relatively small resolution. So it will benefit this specific use case when people come and they have this relatively small screens, but they're white. So basically they have more real estate, the screen, no distractions, basically, all right. And another step in this direction, we're probably gonna remove, not remove, but make those tabs, I mean, live chat, private chat, collapsible, so that you have almost the whole screen for like camera and stuff. Okay, another thing we did, let me just switch to another one. So there is when you hover over the screen, there is a small button. As you can guess, it does, basically it's a full screen. I'm not gonna do it now because it's gonna mess up the whole setup, but it does what you expect it to do. It makes this particular broadcast area, your screen, it makes it full screen. So why is it useful? Well, frankly, I don't, me myself, I don't use this setup, but some of our customers, some of our users, they tell us that this is very useful because basically you can full screen your window to a separate monitor, and then you can share this monitor using some other streaming software, or maybe Zoom or things like that. Or maybe it's a hardware, there is some hardware which can basically stream your the content of your monitor. And this way, I mean, it's easier basically, and it takes less CPU resources to stream the whole monitor, to stream the whole screen, versus streaming or sharing a window. So I guess this is specific use case, probably more like for advanced users. But anyway, it's here, so feel free to use it and give us feedback. This feature is already on production. You can use it today. I know there are some issues with very specific cases, basically when you have very, very huge wide monitor, but it's going to be addressed shortly. Okay. Yeah, Pepe is in full screen mode. Okay. Yeah, Pepe was one of the people who convinced us to do it. Okay. Another thing. Another thing is, okay, let me show you. So, okay, in this, what I'm going to show now, it's not available right now. It will be available next week. So styles, right? So basically, we added some customization to the styles. Let me just display some comment here, right? So as you know, you can choose between different styles. And okay, and the styles actually there are styles for I mean, it's the same style for like captions, for names of the people, and for the comments. It's the same style, right? So when you change it, it affects everything. Okay, let me just add myself like this. I'm going to resize it a little bit so that you will see my my name here. So when I change the style, it affects everything: names, comments, and captions. Okay, and of course you can change the color. So here we have this advanced settings for the style. When I click on it, basically you can create your own style from the existing one. Okay, let me just show you how it works. So for example, you have this style, right? Bubble. You click plus, and okay, and I call it my bubble. So I have this style, my bubble now. What I can do, first of all, I can change every color component of this style. For example, I can make this blue, and I can have the background, let's say, I want to make this background, right? And I'm gonna keep this color, the text color, black. But I can also change the fonts for this particular style. I have lots of fonts to choose from. Let me choose something which we don't have right now. I don't know. Let's do this. Yeah, I guess we need to also add some kind of search. Okay, so, and yes, of course I can change the size as well. Okay, so now I have this really cool style, right? With the custom fonts, colors, and text. And yeah, I can always use this style for everything. Yeah, this is okay. You see one of the bugs, and that's actually why we haven't released it yet. Still working on it. But this is not all. What else you can do? You can there's an in this advanced mode, you can there is a checkbox, same theme for all elements. So now when you choose the style, it applies to all the elements, to the, as I said, on the comments, names, and captions. If you uncheck it, you actually can assign different styles for comments, captions, and names. Let's say you assign elegant to comments, brick to captions, and my bubble to names. Yeah, and you can even assign different colors for every element, and this way you can have, like, I don't know, comment in one style and name in another style. So yeah, this is coming next week. Still working on some issues, but it's already in pretty good shape, and we hope we will be able to release it next week. Okay, doc. Yeah, let's see. Yep. Pepe is saying, love it. Great customization option for text style. Congrats. Thank you. Okay, guys. Yeah, if you have any questions, as usual, please comment on the videos. Let us know how you like it, or report some bugs. Yeah. Okay. Kirill, anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys, and see you next week. Bye.